Okay, sure.
It's all yours.
Thank you. I think we want to show something, Susan?
Yeah, we were going to show Day of Giving.
Okay. So I represent the SIU Foundation. I've just come here a couple of months ago, so I'm a newbie. I will say one thing though, I have two daughters at UNC Chapel Hill. I texted them this morning, and they were very interested. They said, "Dad, send a report." So two attractive young ladies that are very smart, just want to yeah. And also, the older daughter is the social chair. So I'm going to go check on their drinking policy at Chapel Hill. But, you know, so the foundation raises money to support this great university. And I'm going to start with just something I love, and it talks about we've got to do this together. If you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, we must go together. And I think so from undergraduates, faculty, big man, and the leadership and alumni, we have a great opportunity. The provost gave a great talk about where we're headed. The dean did an extraordinary job. And I've worked at universities for 30 years. I've worked at UNC Chapel Hill for 20. And this is a great university right here. We got together though, we've got to do this. And if we do it, we're going to do even greater things going forward. So in a couple of weeks, Susan, do you want to talk about
I can talk about
Yeah.
whoever.
Oh.
No, go ahead. What?
Okay, I'm sorry, but I forget the exact date.
March
6th.
March 6th.
10 days.
In 10 days, we come together as a community here on campus and beyond, the Saluki Nation, and we're going to have a day of giving. We're going to ask everybody to step up, think about this great place, make a contribution, give back. We ask students to do it. We're asking alumni, faculty, everybody. And together we can raise some really critical resources to provide our great provost and our dean and the faculty here to really do the wonderful, exciting things that we're doing at SIU and in particular at the College of Agricultural Sciences. So there's an online portal, and so on.
SIUday.siu.edu.
I'm going to add one thing though. There's
Okay.
competitions on campus for the college that gives the most. And even if you give $1, that counts. So if every single student gave at least $1 and got all their faculty to give at least $1, each one of those counts as a gift. Now, I'm not saying you're limited to $1, 10, 20, 30, some 100, 500. But last year I was really trying to win the most number of gives, and we didn't. But this year, we should. So let's really get competitive with this. And they also have a competition for who raises the most. But I'm excited about the number.
I would also, just think about it, guys. Maybe doing a challenge. If you could get 100% of your current AGR members to give even $1 a piece, and put out a challenge to the other fraternities, sororities, even in the college, to match that, we could easily win the number of gifts.
Yeah.
Even the other RSOs, any organizations. But if you all want to be the lead, I have not mentioned that to any other organization, just a thought.
So we encourage you. It's a big day for us. We did it. We started it 3 years ago. We raised $250,000. Last year we raised about $450,000. This year we have a really strong feeling we're going to pass that $500,000 mark. But again, together. If we want to go far, we got to go together. So look at everyone in the eye and hope you'll step up and do something really good for this place. So what I wanted to talk about, I know it's hot in here, and some are standing in the back, and a couple of great speakers. I'm telling you what. I want to talk quickly about fundraising and some of the ideas we have around agricultural sciences. And so we've got, there was a farm, we have the SIU farms. And a report was done about a big plan for the farms. I think it was done in the last 6 months. And it was, and again, Carlo, the chancellor, I had this vision at a football game. He's not feeling well, but he goes to the dean and says, I want a great plan for ag. And part of that plan was this 18 or whatever pages, or it's about the SIU farms. So it's pretty, so we get this cool vision, you know, where we are now. Think about the SIU farms, 2,000 acres. You know, it's our laboratory. You know, it's our incubator. 500 acres cropped. Just think, integration of teaching, research, and public service right here, which is, I think, the best in Illinois and beyond. But some of our facilities need renovation. Some needs to be torn down, maybe some new ones need to be built. So that's part of the plan. So here's the idea I want to share with you today. And we talked about it yesterday, so sorry, I know don't second time, but please be excited like you were yesterday. But so Carlos, the chanter Monomano, passion was agriculture. You know, I know you have a lot of schools, and we don't want to say it was his favorite, but and I talked to him a while before coming here, but he was passionate about agriculture. You know, it's the #1 business in Illinois. You know, you think about soybeans and corns and what we do here that makes a difference in this world. You do that. So the idea, and I had unfortunately a prior experience with a chanter at the University of North Carolina who passed away in office, and we ultimately decided to build a building and put his name on it, and then do a fundraising campaign to do behind that. But here's the idea, is we take the farms, and then we're not gonna build a building, but we wanna create kind of the Monomano Agricultural Innovation Center. Now again, we've gotta come to the provost, and we're big with the chairs, but that's the idea. So it's a building without walls. And on that campus, we have the beef center. We have the swine center, the equine center. I took a tour the other day, it was so cool. I felt like I visited all 2,000 acres and went places I'm not sure you all been, but it was really cool to see what's going on there. But they need help. And just think, I was talking to Greg Webb last night about this, you know, kind of think about the curb appeal. Just think about, we refurbish, we make these facilities come alive again. Just think about that picture it's gonna send to the world. What is going on here in Carbondale, Illinois? This place is a lead. So the idea is to launch a campaign in Carlo's name, and we've got to come up, we're talking about it, about what would a center be, but then we're gonna go and try to name every facility and do some other things. We've already raised about $50,000 for a research award in agriculture in Carlo's name. So we want just to throw that out today. Think about it. We need your input. We had some really good reaction yesterday, and I think we have a chance to do something spectacular here together. We will go far. Last night was my first ag banquet. 67, God, I wish I had gone to 66 before then. I've been to a lot of banquets in my life. That last night was cool. I gotta tell you, the energy you all, just look at your faces, and to remind us what is going on in this place. This is, you know, we talk about some issues that reflect the wind in our face, but we're gonna put the wind behind us. Because all I can say to the world about Saluki Nation is watch out. Because hashtag Saluki Surgeon. Oh baby, we're coming. Watch out. So this is a part of it. And it's gonna put out, you know, we're gonna build the world's best agricultural school. We are. The dean I tell you, when the dean spoke last night, I don't know about you, but I was rocking in my chair. And I was sitting by the stage, and I was tempted to run up there and make a speech, but I knew that would be good. The dean was saying, oh, quiet down. But so just wanted to give you an idea. Love to get a little feedback, some thoughts. And again, I'm so excited about this culture you have here in the school with the great faculty and the great programs and the relevancy of it, the intersection of teaching. You know, that's it, that lab. Students are on the farms, teaching, research, public service, right here. It's all you, and that's the potential we have. So thoughts or questions or anything you'd like to add today? Yes?
You talked about going into the equine and the swine and the animal side of things. On that other side, do you plan on investing more into the farms in the row crop side of things, putting more technology in for the I guess the students to be
I will tell you something about me. I was a 4-year starting quarterback at UNC. So when a good question comes like that, and you know what the defense is, you lateral the ball to the D.
Caught it. Absolutely. When he was saying that, no, that also includes the agronomy center, the horticulture center, improving our technology, precision ag, the sustainable farm, where they grow more of the horticulture crops and sell it, connecting farm to fork and all that. So yes, it's comprehensive.
Yeah. And we have to hit on all cylinders. And I know we have a greenhouse we've got to build as well. So we know we got our rising tide lifts all ships. But we're going to take care. We're going to get there with everything.
Yeah.
But this is just one of the pieces of that puzzle.
Yeah.
Any other?
I know our advisor and outstanding faculty member is the Hog Man, has had many of these ideas for several years, and I think that I'm sure, great input on that. That's why.
And this is what we need, is just a means of finding the resources.
Correct.
That's
Correct.
where we've been stuck.
So that's what that's going to be. Again, this is going to be a team building. We're going to do this together, and certainly this is just the idea concept. But the idea, again, if it's a bad idea, we're looking just don't even go there. But it's just the beginning, and this is going to be a fast-paced thing. We're in a hurry here at SIU. Yes.
Jim, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Isn't it true with your day of giving that, Steve could probably interject on this, that our scholarship through AGR, through SIU Foundation can be done through that? If you want to interject on that?
Sure.
Last year we gave the first outstanding sophomore and outstanding junior scholarships. We funded those through the Alpha Gamma Rho Alumni Association. Just a few of us donated enough money to come up with those two $500 scholarships. We did that again this year. And what we would like to do, and I talked to Cindy Walker, and with the drop-down menu, and Susan's going to put that up, with the drop-down menu, we will have an opportunity to give to those two scholarship funds. Or just one fund, but we take the money out of that for the two. But anyway, when you go to give, and I know all of you are going to give some money, but there will be an opportunity to identify the Beta Alpha Alumni Association Scholarship. So if you would like to give to that, this is the tool to do it with. There are other scholarships on there. There's a scholarship for FFA officers and other areas within the university and through the College of Ag that you can give to, but we have got that scholarship fund on there.
They don't have this year's day of giving page up yet.
No.
For ag.
Not yet.
Yeah, but there will be a drop down, so you can pick,
Yeah.
like you can give it to your department,
weeks to
you
go.
can
We're
give it.
gonna
you
get
can-
Well, that was gonna be my question, is
Yeah.
that there will be an earmark
Yes.
for the college and
Should you
for
choose it, yeah.
the fraternity and for.
Last year you had to type it in, but this year the drop-down code will be there.
Cool.
And I will be sending out an email
To
to
our
all of the
bank.
alumni with the link and everything. I just wanted to get a little closer before we did that.
Any other? Yes, Greg?
Matt, if your enthusiasm is not contagious, I don't know what is. And it turns my crank to hear you talk about not only the vision, but how are we going to do. But I think for the benefit of our collegiate members, you won't know while you're attending here what the importance of that university farms is in terms of the economic drive, as well as the sense of what it does in terms of research. We just heard the provost talk about, we're in a pretty elite class of universities. I mean, you think about the 4,000 and we're in the top 200, that's a pretty nice piece of property for us to inhabit. So I think this teaching and research idea that you're cultivating and putting together is the right thing for us to do, because it's one of the more visible ways for us to demonstrate what we're doing. Otherwise, you have to come into this building here, and that's hard to see as much other than seeing all of you. But the University Farms is a visible way for us to know the stature that SIU enjoys and needs investment.
And that's one of the things Greg and I had talked about just a second ago. We are a non-land grant university. And that is huge for us to be in that 200 count and not be a land grant university being steered federal and state funding for being a land grant university. So that speaks volumes in and of itself.
Matt,
Would you mind expounding. I was very impressed yesterday at our meeting, and then last night at our all-ag banquet, that Carl's wife Pam
Yes.
has been very connected and
Great,
supportive.
great point. So I've met with Pam, Carlos' widow, every week, pretty much. Susan has been at Karen, and she's very behind this. Thinks it's the right idea. She's helping to build the case. They have a lot of folks that they've worked with at other universities that really admired Carlo, who we think will be a supporter. I'll give you an example of the way that works. So I talked about that other chanter built a building at University of North Carolina. Well, interesting, this was a building at the University of North Carolina. There's a basketball coach named John Calipari, who is the University of Kentucky coach. I got John Calipari to give $250,000 to a building at the University of North Carolina. You know how? Because this chanter hired John for his first job at UMass. So when we built this building, I called John up. John and I text now regularly. I said, John, you love this man. You got to name a conference room. He gave anonymously $250,000. So that's what we're talking about in having Pam involved. You know, this is about our family here, but it's also extending beyond. And that brings more attention to what we're doing here, and it brings more resources to help the dean, the provost, and all of us do the spectacular things even better going forward. Okay, thanks all for having me. Sorry if I took too long, and go Salukis!
I have to maybe rudely say goodbye because I promised to take my babysitting duties back. My husband's waiting and my daughter's out of town doing a continuing ed thing. So thank you so much. Thank you, Provost. Thanks to all of you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Dean.
And